What is up, guys? It's Avi here bringing you guys another Wizard101 video. It's been a while. It has been a while. It's been about 2 years, and I haven't been making a lot of videos lately. Um, I just don't like PvP. That's one of the reasons why. Like, if I don't like PvP, why should I make content, right? But now it's different because they changed a lot. So these are all my characters, by the way. Like, I have been playing the game. I just haven't been really uploading. However, I will be talking about the new Wallaru gear, and the Wallaru gear is pretty crazy. It's broken. I always hated the Novus update because it was always a very defensive meta, but now it's an offensive meta, and hopefully Fire and Storm do well this time. And yeah, I don't know. I love Fire, and I love Storm, and they're like the most fun to play for PvP. And if there's no content for that, then I'm sorry. Like, literally, Fire is just so hard to play because of how defensive this meta is. Anyways, same thing with Storm. We will go over all the gear, and this will be something. I'm sorry, I had to clear my throat. Like, I don't know. So we're gonna go to the theme. I'm probably just gonna go to the death, but I'm just gonna go over all the gear so you guys could like just pause and see the gear that you like, and then I'm just gonna go to the death. All right, so this death is a big change. It's not a huge change actually. It's exactly what you will be thinking. You're gonna have extra damage, extra block, whatever it is. The jewel sockets are the same, whatever it is. Like, this is expected. However, the universal damage in this theme is more than your actual death damage, which is kind of concerning, and a little bit. Like, imagine having more storm damage than your death damage and your death. It's weird, and that's how it was in the Novus update as well. It's just, I don't know. I just don't like how that works, right? You're max level, you should have more damage than your secondary school, which is pretty outrageous. Anyways, so this is the theme, and this is the other one. If you want, like, health, the health jewel, which is, square is now a health jewel. So if you want a health jewel, you could definitely go for it. However, for PvP wise and for PvE especially, because this one doesn't do that much damage, this one is definitely way better, way better. For PvP, you're probably gonna go for more pierce, right? Because now circle jewels can also be damage. And yeah, amulets in general is very interesting because instead of a square socket, you get a triangle socket. And in this triangle socket, you can literally put in accuracy, which is great. That means it replaces the ring. Oh no, it replaces the deck for a triangle, right? You don't have to look for a triangle deck anymore. You could always just use the amulet. And this is actually better than the Nightmare, especially this one. This one is so much better because you also get Empower, you also get a Death Shield, and you get a Square Socket, which is, health instead of flat jewel, flat resist jewel, in which they took that out completely in the game. By the way, there's no more flat jewels. So yeah, you do lose one resist, but you do gain converts, because if you add up the universal and the specific school convert, you literally get above 100, above 200, my bad, I'm not doing math correctly. And then you get more crit block, which is really good. It's not insane, but it's really good. It's nice that we have a triangle socket on the amulet instead of the deck, because now the deck is pretty interesting, but we'll go through that later. Now, for the ring, it's pretty much the same. It's not really a big deal. However, the universal stat is still like how we saw in the Athame. And, the Athame, the universal damage is more than your specific school, which is still very concerning. So yeah, we got the same power pip chance. We do get more crits. We also get 12 universal damage, and we also get 8 damage on death. Same jewel socket. Now for deck, it is interesting because you either get a square jewel socket or a circle jewel socket, and you already know what a circle jewel socket really contains, right? You get a pierce jewel or a damage school, whatever it is, whatever you want to do, right? How you can see over here, we got pretty much, I already got the deck, so I can't really show you like the, the previous gear from Novus, but this is definitely the best deck that you can ever get in the game right now, especially for PvP. You can either do a damage socket or a pierce socket, in which I would prefer pierce than damage. If you calculate it, pierce does more than damage anyways, so I would just go for pierce. But this is insane. This is game changing. And when I said it was a defensive meta last update, now we're going to damage meta, and it's gonna be crazy. It's just gonna be wow. It's, the meta is shifting. Hopefully it's not just spirit schools just running amok in the arena and balance. I really want to see fire, ice, and storm now in the meta. I just want balance, guys. I just want balance. I just don't want one school literally taking the entire arena, right? Like, we've seen life, we've seen death, and we've seen balance every single time in Q. And hopefully this meta will convert that into more playability for other schools. Now, level scaling in general was a very much a concern. Last update, it was always different schools would have different resist caps for each school that we're in. Now, in December 5th, this was updated to now being resist being just a global resist for every school. This negates ward pets, and that makes me so happy. Ward pets was a big deal. I just couldn't keep up with the pet making for ward pets, because honestly, pet making or pet hatching in general has gotten a little difficult even with the kiosk, because you would still have to like hatch 20 to 25 times in order to get the pet that you wanted, which was ridiculous. I'm gonna go all the way to max, which is 170, because this is what we're gonna talk about. It's Wallaru. And for balance, as you can see, we have 187 damage, 54 pierce, which is really good actually for balance. Then we have resist, which is 73. So imagine 187 damage with 73 resist with 54 pierce. Of course, this is maxed out, and you would probably have to like negate arch mastery, shad rating, power pip, whatever it is, in order to get like these max stats. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. But you could definitely get 73 resist pretty easily if you have the right pet on and the right gear. Burrows, if you have the level 170 gear, they haven't come out yet, so that's why I only showed the Athame ring, amulet, and deck. They're gonna be like a separate dungeon for some odd reason. I have no idea why. But I'm actually glad that they're doing it with the separate dungeon, but that's like a different case when it comes out. So for Storm, you get 202 damage, 57 pierce, and 55 resist with 10k health. Not bad. This is actually really good for Storm. I'm actually very happy about it. Not bad. Now for Fire, 192 damage with 62 pierce and 60 resist. This definitely means that Fire is now has the best pierce in the game. I believe a lot of people were saying that Mitch should have the best pierce in the game because, there's literally a spell called Pierce. I don't know, but I do agree. Mitch definitely should have the best pierce in the game. Fire should have like the second highest damage. It shouldn't be 10 damage from Storm. It should have been more, and you'll understand why when I say this. For Ice, we have 175 damage with 45 pierce. That's really low, but you do get 80 resist, which is not bad. 14k health, that's not bad. It's a tanky school. Makes sense. Death, on the other hand, why? Just why? 197 damage with 54 pierce, 12k health, and 75 resist. Kingza, what are you cooking? What are you cooking? These stats for death is ridiculous, especially when you have drain spells like ghoul, vampire, all of these spells. They have the best spellments in the game, they have the best gambits in the game, now they have the best stats in the game. Well rounded. This is such a well rounded school, and it's literally insane. The arena, we will see deaths every single time. And the problem with this is that you can't even ward against them anymore because of how good they are. That sucks. Hopefully they change this. This is ridiculous. This is way too overtuned. Now, for life, we have 179 damage with 49 pierce. That's not bad. 14k health and 71 resist. Really low. Like, death gets 75, but life gets 71. That's ridiculous. So yeah, you have 197 damage, fire 192, 62 pierce, 54 pierce. That makes no sense. This makes no sense. Like, I get the spells for death isn't as good as fire, but death still has the best spellments in the game. Ghoul is really good. You get 2 free blades, two free 30% blades. Vampires give you minus 60 weakness if there's a weakness on the opponent. It's ridiculous. Death is just ridiculous. Then we have Myth. Myth is 192 damage with 60 pierce, 11k health with 72 resist. I believe if you were to want to do damage, like a damage school in general, Myth is probably a better answer than Fire and Storm, because Myth is literally the balance of Fire and Storm. If you really want the damage of a Storm and you want the pierce of a Fire, you would go for Myth, literally. And if you want the resist of a life, yeah, the Myth is insane. Like, what? That's crazy. That's level 170 PvP, everyone. I don't know. We'll see about PvP. We'll see how this goes. But this is just ridiculous. Anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. My name is Avi. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one.